If you want to get something done, you have to create conditions for failure. This is what so many people never do, and so they never punish themselves for not accomplishing their goals. There has to be a deadline, all right? If you're familiar with SMART goals, then you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, watch my webinar. But to sum it all up, you have to create conditions for failure, because if there is no punishment, if there is no deadline, you will never hold yourself accountable. There has to be some sort of marker that if you fall below which, you have failed, okay? If you have trouble holding yourself accountable, if you create conditions for failure and you just can't seem to convince yourself to care enough about them to make a difference, then you need to make someone else care. And what I mean by this is you create an external condition for failure. All right? Say, for example, I want to lose, 3 percentage points in body fat. I do. I could tell myself if I don't lose 3 percentage points by the end of December or by 2018, I failed, right? That's not very specific. I could make it better. But you know how I make it really good? I make somebody else dependent upon it. And I do this by scheduling, a fitness photo shoot. This is something I'm actually going to do. I call up a photographer. I say, hey, I want to meet with you in January to do a photo shoot. I'm a fitness model. And I want to get some really good pictures of my physique. And okay, we schedule it. Maybe I even give the guy a down payment so I have some money, have some skin in the game. And then I mark it on my calendar. And guess what? If I don't lose those 3 percentage points by January, I'm going to have a really bad photo shoot. And that's just embarrassing. So I created an external condition for failure. And if I don't meet my requirements by that time, I'm in trouble. So you see, you kind of have to imagine putting a flame, underneath yourself so that things start getting hot and you have to move and work hard. So if you have goals and if you have trouble holding yourself accountable, create conditions for failure. And if you need to, create an external condition for failure. This is why trainers and coaches are a pretty good investment. I'm not trying to sell myself here, but really it works. I had a personal trainer in high school. He kicked my ass, all right? I didn't want to work out that hard. I didn't want to squat, but he made me. And I really, really enjoyed it because I was making progress. I really, the workouts were a love-hate experience because it hurt so bad and it was so uncomfortable, but it was so important that I went through that process. And I'm so glad I did it. And even now with this business I started, I hired a business coach. I went into debt to hire this guy. I took out a loan to hire this business coach. And I paid him a lot of money. And he has taught me just about everything that I needed to know to build this business. And now I'm making money back. And I'll have made my investment back because I hired a coach and I put money in the game and I created a condition for failure. I said, if I don't get this business off the ground, if this doesn't work, I wasted all that money. I wasted all that time. All right, that time and money, those are precious commodities. If you put that skin in the game, you're going to work harder. If you want to succeed, create a very strong, compelling condition for failure, and you will succeed.